What's going on, people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to your match review of Arsenal 4, Chelsea nil in the Florida Cup final, and Arsenal win their third trophy under Mikel Arteta because they won the FA Cup, the Community Shield, now they won the Florida Cup. And Arsenal beat us 4-0. 4-0. And I said in the previous video, I have no confidence going into the Arsenal game. No confidence. Because whenever I predict Chelsea to beat Arsenal, they always turn up against Chelsea. Now they did that early on today. And I really wanted to do a live watch along for you guys. But I thought to myself, you know what? After those two games, I don't even feel like doing a live watch along. If Chelsea would have won earlier today, then I would be like, oh my days, I should have done a live watch along because Chelsea would have won and you see my reaction. But if Chelsea would have lost, I'll be saying to myself, you know what, I am so thankful I didn't do a live watch along because none of my subscribers and my regulars don't deserve to see my sad face. So since Chelsea lost, I'm so glad I didn't do a live watch along. When the first half ended, I was like, you know what? I don't even feel like watching the second half. I just feel like going to sleep. And then when I wake up, I'll see the second half and I'll see how it went. And to be honest with you guys, both the first half and the second half were shocking. It was the same. The amount of the mistakes, the amount of the defending for all of the goals, except for the third goal, which I'll talk about in a few moments. And the amount of choice that we had shows you how shit we are. And Thomas Tuchel, I question him. I really do question him because I don't know what's going on with him. I really don't know. Like, I don't know why he's scared to use a 4-2-3-1 or maybe like a 4-3-3 formation. I don't know why he's scared. Why do you always go for back three? When you first came in, from January all the way to May, it worked because we kept clean sheet, we beat big teams and all that stuff. But last season, you can see it didn't work, and he still used that formation. You know, he still used that formation. Like, I don't know what's going on with him, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to find the clip. I'm not sure, but if I do, and I'll show you the proof where I said those things. So I remember before Thomas Tuchel came in on January 2021, like the 24th or the 26th or something like that, I remember I did a live watch along. I'm not sure which game it was. I did a live watch along, and someone asked me in the chat, would you take Thomas Tuchel as your next manager? And this is what I said to that person. Well, I'm really not quite sure. I mean, he's an experienced manager. He's a really good manager because he won titles with Dortmund, with Paris Saint-Germain. You know, he took them to the Champions League final, but unfortunately he lost. So I'm really not sure. I mean, I would take him, but I'm not sure if he could take Chelsea to the next level. I'm really not quite sure. But let's see what he can do. So, when Thomas Tuchel got Chelsea to the top four, won the Champions League, and unfortunately lost to the FA Cup, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was wrong to say that. And then, from the start of last season up the way up to Halloween, I was like, you know what? I should have doubted Thomas Tuchel. I really shouldn't because maybe, just maybe, he can prove me wrong and I'll eat humble pie. But up until the Christmas period, all the way to the last game of the season, I was saying to myself, you know what? I am so glad I doubted him. I'm so glad I questioned him because he keeps on going to the same formation time and time and time again. Not using the back four. He didn't do that. So there is something clearly going wrong. And when I look at the lineup when he made those substitutions, I was thinking, what kind of thing is this? use a 4-3-3 formation, but you put players in the wrong position, such as Aspilicueta playing in the midfield, Mane Sarr playing as centre back. Like, what is going on with him? And then you put Emerson as the left back, where we all know he cannot. Where sometimes he can do well, but sometimes he can be bad. Like, what is Thomas Tuchel thinking? Today he needs some serious questions because that was the wrong thing to do, putting players in the wrong position. Like, come on now, come on. And the players, they were all terrible. The only players who I can give praise to was Raheem Sterling and Conor Gallagher in the first half, and Koulibaly on his debut. I thought he looked really good defensively. Yes, he conceded a free kick, but Mendy managed to save that. So I won't have a go at Koulibaly. It's his first debut, so I won't have a go at him. But I thought he was the only player in the second half where he looked really good, and maybe Ziyech as well. But the rest of them were absolutely terrible in both the first half and the second half. They were terrible. Yeah. When I look at Arsenal's first goal, I thought Chalobah should have done really should have at least kept the ball and then passed straight to Jorginho. And maybe Jorginho, and since Jorginho was in front of him, he should have at least kept the ball and passed it to Jorginho rather than pass it to the Arsenal player. So that Arsenal's first goal was Chalobah's fault. So another mistake again, which Chelsea cannot fix. Yeah, they simply cannot fix. The second goal, where was the defending for that one? Where was the defending? The amount of space that Odegaard had, yeah, no one was marking him. Where was the defending? Where was Aspilicueta? Where was Sarr? Where was, James? Where were they? Why were they? Why give them much space? We've seen this against Wolves when we drew 2-2. The amount of space that Wolves player had to score shows you. And we all know what happens with football. When you give them much space, they will have a chance to score. And that's what Odegaard did. We gave them space, there was no marking, there was no defending, and then boom, he scored the goal. When I saw that, I was like, wow. So not only our attack is getting worse, but our defending is getting a bit worse than last season. Like, I don't know what's going on. So that was the first half, and then the amount of chances that we had. Kai Havertz, man, like Kai Havertz, like he was supposed to be one of the first option as a striker. But what I saw earlier today, he was slow. There was no pressing. There was no running forward. He was taking too long, and he was slow. The same thing goes for Timo Werner. I thought in the first couple of minutes he looked okay, but this is the one of the reasons why he should have went, because the amount of chances he was terrible. He was terrible. And it's good that he got off and in the first half, because the way I saw him play in the first half, like he didn't deserve to play full 90 minutes. He didn't. So that was the first half done. Mistakes, no defending, chances, that is it. Then the second half, he made changes and he still went to a 4-3-3 formation. But guess what? We were still looking awful. Again, Michy Batshuayi was terrible. Mason Mount was terrible. When he hit the bar in the first half, and then, but then Marcus Alonso. This is one of the reasons why he should have went to Barcelona and not stayed for Chelsea. Listen, our season starts in about 2 weeks' time, and our transfer window ends in a month's time. So I want to see Aspilicueta, Alonso, Sarr, Jorginho, Timo Werner, maybe Ziyech, maybe Pulisic, and Batshuayi. I want them out. Yeah, I want these deadwood players out of the club because they seriously cannot take Chelsea to the next level. They seriously cannot. They were terrible, absolutely terrible. Then when I look at the third goal, I thought that was offside. Sorry about that. I don't know really what happened. So anyway, I'm back. So yeah, like I was saying, when I look at Arsenal's third goal, they were lucky. that was 3-0. Because for me, yeah, that Saka was offside. Absolutely. Like, and plus there was no VAR, and I don't know what the linesman was doing. So that third goal, it should be disallowed. But I thought to myself, you know what? Whether it's onside or offside, we're still shit. We're still terrible. So I don't care if that goal gave it or not. I didn't believe 1 second that we will win this game the way we performed earlier today. I didn't think for 1 second. So I couldn't care. I couldn't care about that. So yeah, I could say that Arsenal were lucky, but I could say, you know what, I don't care because we were terrible. Absolutely terrible. Then in the 75th minute, Koulibaly made his debut, and like I mentioned earlier, I thought he looked absolutely fantastic on his debut, just like Raheem Sterling was. And the the thing that I don't get is that why our new signings, such as Raheem Sterling, maybe Conor Gallagher, and Koulibaly, is playing more better football than everyone else? Why? Why is there only new? Why is there only new signings? And this is why I'm fuming as well, because I believe we should have signed Gabriel Jesus. I believe we should have signed him, may and also Rafinha as well. Lewandowski, you know, Jules Conde. He's looking to go to Barcelona, so we failed him. Like seriously, we're in the mud. I believe if we would have signed those players, we would look much better than last season. And we wouldn't have to worry about beating Club America and all that stuff. We wouldn't have to worry. But I'm worried that since we didn't sign those players, I'm worried going into next season. I really am worried. Yeah. But I thought Koulibaly was absolutely fantastic. Yes, he conceded a free kick, but Mendy saved it, so he can feel relaxed. But I thought him, Raheem Sterling, and Conor Gallagher were the only players who I could give praise to. Everyone else was shocking. They were absolutely shocking. Sorry about guys, I need to quickly charge my laptop. But yeah, they were shocking. Mendy as well. His distribution was absolutely terrible. Putting it out of play, passing straight to the Arsenal players. Like, Mendy, I don't know what's going on with him. I really don't know. Like, he used to be one of the best goalkeepers in the world because he won the Champions League without conceding a goal. He won the African Cup of Nations without conceding a goal, and he won the FIFA Club World Cup. But ever since then, he looked terrible. Like, where is the real Mendy at? Where is he? Where's the best goalkeeper in the world at? Because he ain't doing it now. He ain't. Like, Mendy was shocking that game. Like, I don't know what to say. And then we had chances after chances when Koulibaly came on, but still couldn't put them in the back of the net. And then when I look at Arsenal's fourth goal, I think to myself, you see Arsenal's fourth goal. This is what Chelsea should be doing. This is how you cause problems. When you see the player inside the box, put a cross in and see if that player will score. And that is how I forgot his name now. Let me have a look. Who scored the fourth goal? I don't want to mistakenly name that player wrong. Let me have a look. Uh, Sa- Lokonga. Yes, that is how Lokonga scored. And Cedric put in a brilliant cross in, and that is how they scored. And then when I saw that, I was thinking, why can't Chelsea do that? You know why? It's because we haven't got players who can be like that, who could do what Cedric has done. We have no players who can do that. That's why we are shit. That's why we have shit attack. Maybe a bit, maybe defenders and the midfielders, but it's more going forward we're shit. And that's why we didn't challenge for the title last season, and we didn't even win a trophy. Well, we only won the FIFA World Cup, but managed to beat that, managed to beat them like 2-1 or 3-1 or something like that. So we were lucky. But the way we played in that competition, we were terrible. But we've won, which is good. But we still can't manage to put the ball in the back of the net. That's our problem. And now, I'm going to say this right now as a Chelsea fan. You guys can click me all you want, but I don't care. Next season, yeah, I don't believe in one moment. I have no confidence that Chelsea will make top four next season. No chance. And I know this is pre-season, yeah, but this was supposed to be. I want to see that this was supposed to be the performances that I want to see before we go into the Premier League next season. But what I saw from everyone except for Raheem Sterling, Koulibaly, and Conor Gallagher was shocking. And those players don't give me belief of Chelsea going into next season finishing in the top four. When I look at Arsenal, what they're doing, when I look at Man United and Tottenham, those are the teams here who can definitely challenge for the top four. Not the title, but the top four. But when I look at Chelsea, no chance. No way in hell. So I hope they prove me wrong. But what I saw from pre-season in the USFA, I don't see that happening. I don't see Chelsea finishing the top four. And I know I look like a fool saying that, but this team gives me no chance. Simple as that. No chance whatsoever. And also, when I look at the performances, there is no pressing, no player other than Raheem Sterling causing problems. Nobody, like, it's just seriously annoying. It's seriously annoying. Like, and then I look at Arsenal. They still use a 4-2-3-1, and they still manage to score goals and keep and defend really well. Like, something is clearly wrong with Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel has faced Arsenal 4 times. Sorry, let me have a think. Do 1-2. Sorry, let me have a think. 1-0 loss. 2-0 in the 2-1 in the preseason. 2-0 at the Emirates. Sorry, 5 times, and he's lost 3. He's been Arteta 2 times, and he lost 3 times. Like that. That is not right. That is seriously not right. Like, I don't know what to say to you guys, but I'm just tired of my club. I'm just tired of my club acting like this. Like I said before, I am so glad I didn't do a live stream because you guys don't deserve to see me like this. You guys deserve to see me celebrating happy, saying that I'm confident I will finish in the top four. But I'm so glad I didn't do a live stream. And I'm so glad I went to bed after the first half. Because I just couldn't manage. I couldn't. And I said to myself, if I watched the second half, it would be much worse. So I'm so glad I went to bed when the first half was done. Seriously, man, this team is just doing my head in. It's really doing my head in. But what do you think? Do you think Chelsea will have a chance of finishing the top four or not? Like I said before, I don't think so for me. No chance. No way in hell that Chelsea are going to finish in the top four. At all. Unless they prove me wrong. Come on, prove me wrong. But if they prove me right, that shows you how shit we are. That shows you. So yeah, I'm not confident whatsoever. So yeah, this is your match review for Arsenal 4, Chelsea 0. Embarrassing performance, embarrassing results against Arsenal. Like, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. But if you indeed enjoyed this match review, if you can cheer me up, hit the like button below. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification that I never miss out of my content. Smash a like if you enjoyed this. And yeah, we got Udinese. If I'm lucky enough, I may be doing a live watch along for that one since it kicks off at 8 p.m. But we're going to have to wait and see. So make sure you stay tuned. So thank you guys so much for watching. Look after yourselves. Take care. And as always, up the Blues. I'm done with my team. See you guys soon.